Shuttle console UI and FTL has been reworked pretty heavily. It is immediately apparent what has visually changed upon opening a shuttle console. So there's the nav screen, which used to just kind of be the all-in-one screen, and there's even these meter markers that can help you figure out how big a ship is, how far away you are from something, and just gives you a sense of depth in the world itself. And if you zoom in and out with scroll wheel, you can see just how much space there actually is around you. There is the map side of there is the map page, which will say no signal at first, but don't worry, you just click scan for objects, and it will show you the important objects in a sector. So here is the station map. I am a nukie, so there's the infiltrator and the nukie outpost. If I go to the other map, which is the station map, you can click on one of them and just drag your mouse around to get a somewhat representation of where these objects actually are in space. And then finally, on the third tab is the dock tab. Before, you used to have to click on a list of docks, and you would have to manually just click the button to undock. Now you can zoom out and even just click view to certain dock. So if we want to undock, you just have to click on the part that is actually docked. You can tell that they're docked because if you click on it, it'll say undock or dock. And docking's really easy. You just click the button. It really is not any more complicated than that. And you'll know you're undocked when if you start holding W to move or something, you'll have no issue moving. And docking is really simple. As long as the button is gray, it will automatically snap in place, meaning you can't just throw your ship as hard as you possibly can into a dock in order to dock. You will actually have to be somewhat precise. Before you click FTL, remember you can zoom in and out while on this page. You probably want to be zoomed out. And I can kind of just FTL wherever I want. So if I want to FTL near the automated trade station, I can do so. You can scroll wheel to change the rotation of your ship. So if I want to be pointing directly towards the automated trade station and to the left of the automated trade station, I just have to wait till it turns green, and it will let me start FTLing. This progress bar will fill up, and once it fills up, you travel. Just like before, we are FTLing, we are traveling through space, and look at that. We are indeed left of the automated trade station, relatively of where we were looking. It's shifted a little bit, and we are pointing directly at the automated trade station. So as a nukie now, you have to be very careful to not accidentally FTL somewhere you don't want to. And if we want to go back to the nukie outpost, we can basically just kind of put ourselves right next to it just to show again how FTL works. Other than that, there's been no changes to how you actually fly the ship. Docking, as I already showed, you just click on the view button and click dock, and there we are. We are right next to the nukie outpost. Pretty simple stuff. So to go on an expedition, it may confuse people a little bit. You go to the map part of the console, and you click scan for objects. Whatever one that isn't labeled a station map, you just click on this, go there, and then FTL, and you just hover over the planet, and it will snap you in place. It won't let you FTL anywhere other than directly snapping to the planet itself, so you can't possibly mess it up. The new UI console is sick. It is awesome looking. If you want to pick where you actually want to FTL, adds a lot, especially to nukies, which I'm sure anyone looking at this will understand how important it is to be able to pick where you end up in space, so you don't end up inside the salvage reclaimer or right next to them. I guess they could end up FTLing next to you anyway. One thing I forgot to mention, you actually can FTL within the own map, and it actually doesn't have that long of a cooldown, so you can almost essentially stay in FTL space forever if you wanted to. So this might not necessarily be a problem, but I could definitely see someone abusing this, and it seems like an easy solution to this would just be make the cooldown I don't know, 5 minutes or something, because you realistically don't need to be FTLing jumping 400 feet on station every second. But for somebody not trying to abuse the system, you could definitely use this as a cargo tech to get to and from the automated trade station a lot easier. I tried to FTL right next to the cargo shuttle, and we can see it is right there. So we jumped from the automated trade station only about 200 meters to the cargo shuttle. So it's really nice for travel. You might be able to fly that in the same speed anyway, but FTLing's cooler.